everyone. In this video we are going to learn chapter number 1 sets, that is from the State Board standard 9th. So first we'll learn what is a set, and then once we know what is a set, we will learn how to represent set. Now this is very important, first to understand what is a set, second is how to represent a set, because there are certain rules which we have to follow while writing a given set. So basically a set is nothing but a collection of any data or any object, okay? But not all the collections are a set. So how to differentiate that? Let us see. So here I have divided these examples into two groups, as you can see, group A and group B. This example will help you understand that what is the difference between a set and which one is a set and which one is not a set. Now let us see. If you see in group A, see all the examples, collection of numbers. Collection of numbers, that means, say for example, if I say collection of whole number starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and they are infinite. Then also we can take collection of even numbers, that is 2, 6, 8, again they are infinite, and so on. Days of the week, we know for everyone we have same days of the week, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Then third example is first three natural numbers. We know what are first three natural numbers, that is 1, 2 and 3. Then also months in a year, we will get the same answer. So for all these four examples, no matter if I ask this question to anyone, I'll get the same answer. Days of a week, of course we are going to get the same answer. First three natural numbers, obviously we will get the same answer. Months in a year, we will get the same answer. Now let us come to group B. If you see in group B, the first example, see, brave children in the class, good student, good teacher, best mobile phone. Now if you see brave children in the class, the answer will differ, right? For me the answer will differ, for you all the answer will differ. If you ask to someone else, the answer will differ. So there is no definite answer for this. Then good student. So again it depends on one's personality, also it depends on one's perspective. Again good teacher in the same way as good student, it depends. Then best mobile phone. It depends on the usage of an individual, right? Which mobile phone he or she will prefer, or according to him or her, which mobile phone is the best. So all this answer will differ from person to person, but here the answer will remain the same. So group A, all the four examples are of set, and in group B, these are not set. So I hope it is clear that what is a set and what is not a set. Correct? Now let us move on to the next topic, that is how to represent set. Again, a very important concept, because in this whole chapter you need to understand how to represent set. There are certain rules. Let us see what are those rules. We'll learn what are the rules for writing set. So the first rule that we are going to learn is that whenever you want to represent a set, okay, say for example, if I say set of vowels in English alphabet. Say for example, I want to represent this set of vowels in English alphabet. Now what are the vowels? That is A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. So first, before we start writing, we have to consider a name for this set. Okay, so I'll name this as set V. Okay, it is not compulsory to represent this in the form of V, but as of now I'm considering a letter. You can consider any letter. So I'm going to consider capital letter V. So always remember, the first rule for writing set is whenever you write down the name of a set, it is always shown by capital letters, always. We cannot use small alphabet to represent the name of the set. Then second rule is, now in this set V, we are going to represent the set of all the vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. So that means whenever we write down the set, the sets are always represented in curly bracket. Okay, so we'll write down the set. Now we'll write down over here the element of the set V. Elements means what is the condition? Set of vowels. So we are going to write down set of vowels over here. So A, E, I, O, U, and we'll close this again with a curly bracket. So the first rule that we learned is always name of the set is always shown by capital letters. Second is when you write down the elements, these are known as the element of set. So when you write down the element of set, they are always represented in curly bracket. This is the second rule. Third rule, whenever you write down the elements, they are always shown by using small letters. Okay, we cannot write over here capital A, capital E. So this is incorrect. So always represent the element of the set using small letters. And always this elements are separated by commas. You cannot write it down continuously like this. A, E, I, O, U. So always remember you are going to separate these elements with the help of these commas. So this is basically a general rule for writing set. So our next part is we'll learn methods of writing set. So the first thing we learned is the meaning of set, then how to represent set, then next is methods of writing set. So let us see what are the methods of writing set. Here as you can see there are two methods. One is listing method, second is rule method, and alternatively they are known as roster method and set builder form. So let us see what are these listing method and rule method. Now in listing method, the name itself suggests that the elements are listed. Okay, that is why this method is known as listing method. And if you see this name, that is rule method. Here rules related to the elements which are present in this set is mentioned. So I'll give you a very common example. Say for example, I'll write down over here a set A in which we have set of even natural number less than 15. So what are the even natural number less than 15? Which are even also and natural also. So even number starts from 2 and it should be even and less than 15. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's it. These are the set of even natural number less than 15. So the condition is that it should be even. Yes, it is even. Natural number, yes, they are natural numbers, and it should be less than 15. So that is why we have to stop till 14. We cannot write 16 further, because in the condition it was mentioned to write it down only up to less than 15. As you can see, capital letter, it is represented by capital letter. The elements are shown in curly bracket and the elements are separated by commas. And one more rule is that we cannot repeat the elements. Now this is an example which is written in listing method. Now the same example over here which is written will represent it in this rule method. So now what is rule method? Let us see. So in order to represent this in rule method, we'll name it as A, capital A as the name of the set. In rule method we use a variable. Okay, variable, say for example consider the even natural numbers as x. So you can consider any variable. Usually x and y are considered. So I'll consider it as x. Let x be the variable. Okay, then what does this x represent? X is a natural number. What was our condition? X is a natural number. Correct? Sorry, even natural number. We forgot about even. So x is an even natural number less than 15. Correct? This was our condition. So basically in rule method we write down the rules on which the listing method is represented. So over here as you can see, both represent the same set, but over here this is the rule method and this is the listing method. In rule method we write down the rules, that what are the rules followed. So the rule followed is an even natural number and which is less than 15, and in listing method we list all the elements. So let us see another example. Okay, we'll take another example now. This is the word complement. Now we'll represent this both in the form of a listing method as well as in the roster method. So let us see. First, we'll write down the listing method. Again, the rule over here will be same capital letter to represent the name of the set. So we'll name this as set B equals to, then we'll use curly bracket. Now we'll write down the alphabets which are present in this word complement. Okay, all the letters. So here C, comma, always remember to separate the elements using commas, and another rule is do not repeat any alphabet or any element. Now what I mean is, say for example O, okay, there is only one O in this word, so I'll write it down. Then M, as you can see there are two M over here, so we are not supposed to write down it twice, because the rule is we are not supposed to repeat the elements. We'll write it only once. I'll write it down only once. So we are done with M. So we are done with C, O and M. Always remember, do not repeat the element. Write it only once. Then P. There is only one P, so we'll write it down. One L, so we'll write it down. Then as you can see there are two E's over here, so we'll write it only once. Next N, next T. So this becomes our listing method. So this method, if you write it down in this method, it is known as listing method. Same example, I'm going to write it down using rule method. That means we are going to write down the rule. So here we'll consider all the elements. As I told you all, in rule method we have to consider a variable. So here I'll be using Y. Okay, this Y is a letter. All these we are going to consider it as Y. So Y is a letter of the word. Which word? Y is the letter of the word complement. So this is how in rule method we are supposed to write. So Y is the letter of the word complement. So I hope it is clear. In the next video I am going to explain practice set 1.1. The link for practice set 1.1 is given in the description below. Also please do subscribe this channel for more videos.